Is Warren Cole. I'm actually doing a sermon from the book of Phillippians for my biblical preaching class. I want to start off with Philippians 12, Philippians 3 and 12. And it reads, "Not as though I had already attained, either were already perfect, but follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which also I am apprehended of Jesus Christ." The name of this teaching or the name of this sermon is going to be, I want to apprehend that for which I was apprehended for. There was a man who was born, and this man was trying to figure out his destiny, his reason for his existence. And he went about life searching for it. He was a skilled man of war, and he thought maybe it was his God-given destiny to be a gladiator. He was a man of war. He was a sergeant of an army. By himself, he killed 300 men. So he went. He was a gladiator, mighty gladiator. He fought against lions, bears, tigers, amongst other men. Was victorious all the time, but yet he still felt unfulfilled. So he said, well, I'm getting a little older now, and maybe, being a man of war was not my complete destiny because I still feel that. So maybe I should settle down, have a wife and a family, kids. Maybe it's my destiny just to be a good dad. So he married the most beautiful woman in the land, and they had the most beautiful children that you could ever imagine. The children grew up to be successful, but yet something was still unfulfilled. So the man said, my kids are grown and they're successful. Maybe it's meant for me to just be a rich man and become just a giver, philanthropist, if you will. And he acquired many riches, and the only person ever richer than him was Solomon, and he was still unfulfilled. And then one day he came across a scroll, and he read the scroll, and the scroll that he read was of the prophet Jeremiah, and he came across the scripture verses that read, "Before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you." And the man began to think that if God formed me in my mother's womb, if he knew me before he formed me in my womb, then there must be a precept of who I am, of what it is that I am supposed to do in the earth. And the man began to think, what was it about me that God knew that made him birth me and put me in my mother's, that made him form me, put me in my mother's womb and birth me into the earth? What is it that made God create me in the earth? If he knew me before he created me, if he knew who I was going to be, and he knew the purpose that he had for me, if he knew that he had given me everything before I was born to fulfill the purpose. If we look at how God operates throughout history, God has always given us everything that we needed before he put us on earth. God did not put Adam and Eve on the earth and then gave them trees and fruit. He gave them everything in its own form. He put the fruit on the tree with the seed on the inside of the fruit. So everything that they need when God created them was already here. All they had to do was eat the fruit and sow the seed. They never had to sow the seed to eat the fruit. All they had to do was eat the fruit and sow the seed. So the man began to wonder, what must I do to know my destiny? If I can figure out why God put me in the earth, then I may understand. I may be able to apprehend. I may be able to become that which made God put me in the earth. So the man one day began to pray. All things come from prayer. If you don't have a prayer life, then I have to question whether or not you're a Christian, because all God will answer you through prayer. All answers come through prayer. So the man began to pray one day. about his divine destiny. And God spoke to the man, and God said, if you would just keep your trust in me and continue to pray and have faith in me, and then you begin to understand, you begin to be able to understand, mentally reason, because God will give us the wisdom, the godly wisdom of our destiny and who we are to be. If I could just apprehend that, if I could just become that which made God apprehend me. Because not only did God birth us in the earth, he didn't just birth us and leave us to go find him. No, he came and found us. So may I apprehend, may I chase after that which made God not only born me and birth me in the earth, but also made him chase after me and come and get me. Because many of us was low in our sin. We did not know God. We did not know how to get to God. God had to come and get us. So may I apprehend that which made God apprehend me. The Apostle Paul says, I have done nothing in my life but understand, comprehend this one thing, that I will let go of the things of the past and reach forward to the high calling in Christ Jesus. In order to apprehend that which God apprehended us for, in order to apprehend, in order for us to become that which God formed us and birthed us in the earth, in order to become that precept that God had of us, that which made him birth us into the earth, we must have a lifestyle of prayer, be completely devoted unto God, and have no attachment to the past. We must leave the past, cut the past afresh from us, and follow hard after God. We must be saturated and baptized into a lifestyle of prayer. And we must love the Lord Jesus Christ with all our heart, soul, and mind, and love our neighbor as ourselves. May God give us the wisdom and the knowledge of his will for us in the earth. A lot of us don't, like the man in the story, a lot of us don't know our will, doesn't understand why God has birthed us into the earth, so we chase after many things that are not of God. They're not always bad things. We have dreams and aspirations, but sometimes our dreams and aspirations, no matter how good we are at them, take us farther and farther away from our purpose. Like the man in the story. He was a man of war, a sergeant, never been defeated, can kill 300 men by himself. Thought it was his duty to be a gladiator, fought against lions and bears, and was very successful at that, but still unfulfilled. Have you ever been at a job and been very good at your job, but still feel unfulfilled? Have you been married, love your spouse, love your children, but still feel unfulfilled? I want to challenge you today to get before the Lord. I want to challenge you today to seek God in the place of prayer and ask God, what was the reason that he formed you and put you in your mother's womb to birth you in the earth? It must have been important, because even after he did all of that, he came and he found you and reconciled you unto him. So what was that precept? Since he knew you before he formed you, what was that precept that he had of you which made him form you and birth you and then come get you after you were birthed in the earth? I want to challenge you today to take some time in prayer. Get alone with God until you're not alone anymore, because he will show up with his special presence. And ask God, what is your purpose in the earth? What is it that he knew about you before he formed you in your mother's belly that made him form you, birth you, and come get you once you were in the earth? May you apprehend that which you were apprehended for. In Jesus' name. Amen.